Welcome back, guys. The question is, where do we go from here? People, are we just existing? Are we just trying to get by? What are we to go from here? Because as of this point in time, you have people getting a paycheck and trying to figure out what it is that they can pay for and what it is they can't. People going into debt because they cannot pay their bills. The rent has gone up, but your salary has not. You have one woman who decides she's at the laundromat, she meets a guy, and he's at the laundromat. They're both trying to figure out what they're going to do. They decide to get together and become roommates. That is how they're able to make it. Now, with them making it like this, how are they supposed to date outside? Because people are looking at them and saying, well, you're living with a man. You're living with a woman. How can I date you and not wonder if there's something going on between you as roommates? People are having to make certain decisions based upon their circumstances. We did not go to college to have to pay all these bills and not be able to live a life of some point of luxury, some point of it at least. What are we to do? We have to begin to hold our leadership accountable. We have to be able to have a sit down and talk about the things that are needed so that we're able to meet with government and let them know what our needs are, what our expectations are, and what's going to make us happy. When our children come to us and tell us that they need certain things, they want certain things, even before they presented that to you, you knew that there were certain things that they needed and wanted. But how are you able to make ends meet and be able to meet their needs as well? In our society, we have to be able to grow and persevere. We have to be able to see a light at the end of the tunnel. For if we do not see that, we're meeting with some form of demise. We have people who decided to take themselves out before the years began because they did not see good at the end of that tunnel, because they got tired of suffering, because they could not see what was ahead of them. Let us begin with ourselves, trying to figure out exactly what it is that we can do to make changes. When we meet with someone else, let us already have those ideas and those things in place, so that maybe we might be able to elevate the next person as well. There's always something that you didn't see in your circumstances. So maybe when you meet with that other person, maybe they might be able to have some ideas. But we must first begin with ourselves, figuring out where we stand, what it is that we can do on our own. In order for us to be able to meet with our leadership, we have to be able to have some plans in place, some ideas in place. And we have to, first of all, make sure that we are meeting on the grounds of our happiness as well. What makes you happy? What makes you smile? What makes you see what it is that you want to see in the world? Because it first has to begin with you. Yes, we can meet with our leadership and we can tell them what it is that we want, but we have to also look at our happiness. What is it that makes you happy on a smaller scale or even a bigger scale? Do you know? Have the talk with yourself first on what it is that makes you happy, what it is that you feel your needs are. Even when you're coming into a relationship with a counterpart, you have to first know what makes you happy first, right? You have to first make the smile come upon your own face. What can I do for myself that the next person cannot do for me? Now, these are very serious questions. But even when we step out and we are in a relationship, we cannot expect the next person to make us happy if we aren't already happy ourselves. What can I give myself that you cannot give me? What can I give to you that you can't give yourself? We look at all these different situations because we want to put certain things in place that's going to complete the story. You know, I saw a sign the other day for ice skating, and I didn't even know we had ice skating here. So sometimes we have to explore on our own to see what our happiness really consists of, you know? Listen, it is so lovely being you in the skin that you're in, because you are so beautiful. But your beauty also begins with you. Enjoy your day.